Hey, good morning and welcome to One Trip Yoga. Today we're going to do a quick 10-minute full body yoga session that's going to get your blood moving, get the kinks out from the night before, try to start your day off on the right foot. Grab your mat, no props needed, and let's knock this out real quick before the day starts. And we're going to start in a basic seated position with your legs crossed in front of you. And we're going to roll our shoulders down and away from our ears, slide our shoulder blades together behind us. We're going to start with a little neck release here. I like to do these first thing in the morning because if I sleep wrong on the pillow, the rest of my day is going to be very difficult. Let's start by dropping our left ear toward our left shoulder, and I like to gently grab a hold of my head with my left hand to add a little bit of stretch. And if you want to go a little further, you can crawl your right fingertips out to the right side to really enhance the stretch. And we're going to do 3 to 5 breaths here in this neck stretch. Keep your right shoulder rolled back and down away from your ear. Keep your head heavy. Try to relax your jaw. And release. Let's switch sides. Bring that head back to normal neutral position. Switch your arms and tip your right ear now toward your right shoulder. And if you want, you can grab a hold of the top of your head with your right arm to deepen the stretch. And if you want to take it further, you can crawl your left arm out away from you to the side. You want to sit up tall and straighten your spine. You're kind of flexing your abs a bit. I'm assuming you're doing this first thing in the morning, so don't stress out yet about all that you have to do today. Take this 10 minutes for yourself. You earned it. And one more deep breath in the neck stretch. Release and come back to neutral. Now we're going to make our way to tabletop pose on hands and knees. Spread those fingers wide and get your knees directly under your hips. And let's do a few rounds of our favorite animals, cat and cow. Drop the belly, lift the head, deep breath in, let it all go, round the back, head down, breathe out. And 3 more like this. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, eyes up, drop the belly. Exhale, round and contract. And come back to neutral spine. Now we're going to stick our right leg out directly to the side of us with a straight leg, so your foot, ankle, knee, and hip are all in one straight line. I may have to adjust a little bit here as I didn't give myself enough room next to the pool. We're going to do a little thread the needle, so pick that left arm up toward the sky, fingers in the air, twist, and exhale. Let's thread our left arm underneath us and try to get our left ear and the side of our face down to the mat. If you can't rest your head comfortably on the mat in this position, you can just use the back of your arm to brace yourself. Slowly come out of this pose and back to tabletop position, but take your right leg and we're going to swing it back and around us and cross it over our left leg to the other side of the mat. And we're going for a deep side stretch here. So you have that right leg crossed around, straight and behind you. You want to look over your left shoulder toward that foot and get a deep bend in your side. And coming out of it, let's take that right leg and step it all the way to the front of the mat on the outside of our right hand. So both your palms are flat on the ground and inside your right foot now. You're in a low lunge here. And here you want to lift your heart and chest up toward the sky and drop those hips down toward the earth. I like to put a little wiggle in here because my hips are usually very stiff in the morning. And now you're going to plant your left toes on the floor, raise that left knee up, plant your left hand, and going into an easy twist, right fingers up into the sky. Feel the breeze. Wiggle those fingers, stretch into the side, look up. And right hand down to the floor. Let's find our first downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, arms are straight. Reach that tailbone to the sky. Push your chest toward your thighs. And from that downward dog, let's put our knees back on the mat, tabletop pose. And let's find that thread the needle gate pose on the other side. Slide that left leg directly out to the side, plant your foot, and you want to align your ankle, your knee, and your hip all in one straight line. And we're going into our twist to thread the needle here. So right arm peels up toward the sky, opening out. Deep breath out and thread that right arm underneath you, right ear to the mat, right shoulder to the earth. And if you are flexible and you can reach your right fingers to your left foot, you can grab a hold and you can even wrap your left arm around your back. I am not going to try any of these today, but they're modifications you can use to get deeper. One big breath here. And you're going to release the twist. And let's lift that straight left leg and swing it around behind us and over our right leg. Plant the toes if you can. And now you want to look over your right shoulder toward that straight left leg. And now we're going to work our way back to that lizard pose. So pick that left leg up, swing it around to the front of your body. Plant it next to your left hand. Let's find our lizard pose on the other side. Both hands flat on the mat, on the inside of your left ankle, knees down in the back, and sink your hips low and shine your chest and heart forward. Now you're going to curl your back toes under, lift the back knee off the mat, and going into our easy twist here, plant the right hand firmly on the mat. Peel that left arm up into the sky, look up, twisting, keeping that back foot straight and squared. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Step the foot back, palms on the mat, push your chest toward your thighs. Let's walk our hands back toward our feet and rise up into a ragdoll fold. Knees can be bent very generously. Kind of rest your belly on your thighs. Let your head be heavy, and you can even grasp your opposite elbows and rock gently back and forth to stretch. And now creep your fingers a little bit in front of you, widen your toes, pull your heels in, and you're going to drop it like it's hot down into your yogi squat, malasana. Hands together, elbows pressing your knees away from each other, butt toward the ground, heels on the ground if you can. See if you can keep your back straight, sitting up nice and tall. If you have great balance, you can close your eyes and focus on the day ahead of you and how you're going to crush it. And release your hands to the mat, and you're going to walk it forward into a plank pose. Strong here. Shoulders are shrugged away from your ears. Exhale and lower down to your stomach. From here, slide your forearms out in front of you slightly, and we're going to roll our head up into a Sphinx pose. Big inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades a little bit behind you, lift up higher. And big breath to release. Let's press into a wide-legged child's pose. So back toes together, knees apart. Walk your hands forward and fold down. Once you settle, we're going to do a handful of deep breaths in here to wrap up this practice. And let's press ourselves back up and wiggle our way to a comfortable seat and wrap it up, and let's get on with the day. And if you're really tight on time this morning, I'm proud of you. We got through it. Your blood's moving, your body's grooving, you're ready to go. But if you have a few extra minutes, just take a moment, close your eyes, and just let your body absorb everything that we just did. This way, anything that's going to come at you throughout the day, whether it's a coworker, a boss, someone in traffic, you're going to be able to handle that situation a little bit more calmly. And I always appreciate you joining me on my silly yoga endeavors, so I hope to see you again tomorrow for another 10-minute morning stretch. Thanks, y'all.